Magandang araw po sa lahat. Bagong araw, bagong pag-asa. Yes, let's talk about hope. I want to share with you what I have read this morning, what it means to hope in the Gospel of Hope according to JUAN, by Bishop Pablo, Virgilio, and Nina Tomen, published by the Storytellers Society 2018. What it means to hope. True hope is a human cry for help when death or despair threatens to put an end, not just to life, but to that which gives sense to life itself. Love. Ube caritas Dios ebes. When there is love, there is God. Is perhaps the very foundational doctrine of the Christian faith. Love also is the basis for hope. Marshall puts it even more succinctly: to love is to say to the beloved, you will not die. Nothing but love can make us say, not all is lost, just because love introduces us to something, someone greater than ourselves, greater than the lovers themselves. The Christian teaching about marriage as a covenant, not between a man and his wife, but between the couple and God, says a lot about the provenance of hope for the believer. I hope in thee for us means the touch from you, Lord, nothing could possibly hold us together. No wonder true hope manifests itself in the gift of patience, the capacity to relax in the dark, to wait until the breaking of dawn. St. Paul says in Romans 8 verses 24 to 25, for in hope we were saved. Now hope that sees for itself is not hope, for who hopes for what one sees? But if we hope for what we do not see, we wait with endurance. Elsewhere in 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verses 8 to 9, St. Paul notes what constitutes hope, that gift of endurance amidst all forms of adversities. We are afflicted in every way, but not constrained, perplexed, but not driven to despair, persecuted, but not abandoned, struck down, but not destroyed. What Paul says in 2 Corinthians 4 verses 16, therefore we are not discouraged, can be rewarded too, therefore we were not despair. He then proceeds to describe the experience of hope thus, rather, although our outer self is wasting away, our inner self is being renewed day by day. He goes on to say in verses 17 to 18, for this momentary light affliction is producing for us an eternal weight of glory beyond all comparison, as we look not to what is seen, but to what is unseen. For what is seen is transitory, but what is unseen is eternal. It is to declare in utmost confidence that nothing at all can separate us from each other because of the love of God. In Romans 8 verse 35, Paul declares in utmost confidence, what will separate us from the love of Christ? Will anguish or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril or the sword? He proceeds to answer his own question with a confession of faith in Romans 8 verses 38 to 39. For I am convinced that neither death nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor present things, nor future things, nor powers, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creator will be able to separate us from the love of God in Christ Jesus. For St. Paul, it is in the person of Jesus himself who is both human and divine, that we find our covenant, our connection to the divinity, our basis for hope. He is the one in whom all things are united, all things in heaven and on earth, the visible and the invisible. All things were created through Him and for Him. Through Him to reconcile all things for Him, making peace by the blood of His cross. Colossians 1 verses 16 to 17. In the end, hope is founded on the religious conviction that evil cannot possibly be more powerful than good, or death more powerful than life. It is to refuse to give evil the last day. Keep on praying. Everything will be okay soon. Father, heal our land, and we will heal as one.